Hello there, my fabulous peeps. I'm Jess, your down to earth oracle, your no nonsense psychic best friend and business advisor. And so this is like week 2 of getting to know Jess, the down to earth oracle. Like, woo, exciting, right? Like, it's me being vulnerable in front of the camera and like show you what goes on behind the scenes. And so this week I kind of wanted to talk about when my specific background in business and how unique it is that I do specifically. Like, I specialize in business readings. I still do romance. I still do a ton of spiritual guidance and things like that. But what I love to do really are business readings. And so I spent 20 years of my career. I started out, it was my first non-food based job. I started working for my uncle, who was a general contractor in construction. And so I started off by running his office and doing bookkeeping and accounting. It was my first taste into the office world, and I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. And I think I was making $7 an hour. I should date myself right there. But there, it tumbled into this accounting world and companies and companies and companies later, because when you work in the small industries, the trades, right? I've lived through multiple recessions, and a lot of times those businesses got absorbed by larger companies, in the case of my uncle's business, and then you get laid off, as in also the case with my the company that bought out my uncle's business. And you just find yourself in these beautiful spaces where you get to learn a lot and do a lot, and also find out what you don't like doing. I've worked in so many different industries and fields, basically starting off with accounting, slowly eventually getting into office management, scheduling, doing a lot of different things, plumbing, eventually into HVAC. And then eventually also as a, client services coordinator for a global organizational development firm. And so I have worked in a ton of different businesses all over the place. And I've learned so much about how to run a business. And I admit, a lot of it has been based off of what not to do. There was one company I worked for where it had 3 owners, right? And one was embezzling from the company, another was committing income tax fraud, and the third was selling pot out of the back. And that was before pot was legal. So it was just there's been so many ways not to do business, not to profit, not to push your employees first. And it really has given me this beautiful roadmap of how, to make a successful business, how to set yourself up for success. And then I landed myself in a beautiful marketing gig, and I learned all about marketing. And as my dear friend Maureen says, I tripped and fell over the ottoman into marketing. And it's just been wonderful to be able to put this passion, which I do. I love entrepreneurship. I do. I love helping other entrepreneurs. I love taking a look at what's going on in people's businesses and their processes, and just being a total data nerd about it too, right? Letting the numbers tell the story, letting the decisions, and how to do things differently, introducing things to teams, all of those things, and the personalities involved, and just everything about it. I am a social scientist by education, by the way, so it all just kind of fits together, right? No wonder I ended up in marketing. But yeah, and so having all of this 20 years of experience, so much different types of experience, and being able to bring it to the table to help my clients has just been enormous. It has just been enormous. And throwing in the psychic abilities, right? I've been working with tarot for 30 years, and that's a whole nother one here. But being able to bring it all to the table, wrap it all up, and be able to work with other entrepreneurs, how to, help them find the pathway forward, how to help them to get skills, how to point them in different directions, like other resources out there, like the SBA. If you don't know what that is and you're a business owner, you really need to go find that out. Send me a link or comment in below, and I will get you a contact for the SBA. So yeah, it is just being able to help people and genuinely help them get their livelihoods, their independence, the freedom, and the joy it comes from owning your own company. Don't get me wrong, it is the hardest thing you will ever do, but it's totally worth it. And so being able to sit in this space and combine everything and bring it to the table is huge. And being in the psychic and metaphysical world and doing this is just about damn near unheard of. So being unique in this incredibly, and powerful in this, and helpful in all of this has just been amazing. And so what it looks like for, somebody who gets a reading from me, how impactful it is I actually just got a beautiful review from a very good friend of mine who is also somebody that I work with in business every once in a while. Just basically talked about how she is still going over and utilizing all the information from a reading we had 6 weeks ago, how it is still impactful, how she feels safe and held and trusted. And also, the fact that I am kind and honest with the hard truths, right? Of just being like, hey, we need to talk about this. I'm here for you. I've got you in this space. And, one of the things I love that she said was that if you are open to understanding a larger perspective in your life or business, highly recommend Down to Earth Oracle. And that's the truth of it. It is a bigger perspective. It's kind of like we get in our own way. Specifically, like also not just in life, but in business as well. And we are our businesses. I don't care how many people say that, I'm not my business. Or I'm like, I'm sorry, you don't get to take it off at the end of the day like Mr. Rogers' sweater, right? It's huge. It's all part of what we do. So being able to understand that and hold space for this and understand that what we do helps us define our decisions in our businesses, that helps us have our livelihood. Like, I like food. Do you like food? I personally love coffee. This is great. Need money to do that, right? Need to have clients, need to do business, all of that. So yes, I'm very, very passionate about what I do and how unique it is. So that being said, I hope that you will take a dive into my ebook, which is the Psychic Entrepreneur's Roadmap. Link is in the bio. And see what it's about. See what it's like to start your own business and or take a look at a business if you've already got one and make sure you've got some of those check boxes done. Make sure you have some of those role playing done. Make sure that you have some of the answers that you need, or even just ask the question. And it's okay not to know the answer yet. Or have done it once and it didn't work out and now you're going to try it again, right? So anyway, thanks for listening. This has been another Behind the Scenes with Jess, your Down to Earth Oracle, and I will see you soon.